Hello there YouTube, it's me, Random Ross. So, it's April, meaning only two things. It is Autism Awareness Month, and it is Testicular Cancer Awareness Month. And in this one, I want to talk about testicular cancer. So, yeah, Testicular Cancer Awareness Month. So, you probably know already, because if you've been on this channel, you'll know for the last couple months that this has been on my my mind and stuff. So I won't bore you with too much details, but in September 2021, I found out that I had testicular cancer, and I experienced the symptoms, which I'll talk about in a minute. But lucky for me, it was early, and the cancer I had wasn't aggressive, so I had it removed, and you know, just as a precaution, they gave me a shot of chemo, which did make me ill for a bit. But I gotta say, end of the day, a temporary illness is better than a terminal one. And like I say, the NHS, all the doctors and everything, they've done enough to make me grateful to them forever. So that is just a quick story. My quick story about it. Like I said, I've talked about this in previous videos that I've done about this. So, what signs can you look for testicular cancer? Well, first of all, you need to check, if you're a man, obviously, if you're a man, check your testicles once a month. Make a note of it in your diary if you want. I mean, I personally do. I check mine every 20th of the month. I just do. So that's, first of all, that's that. Check once a month. So symptoms now. So if your testicle feels hard and it starts to swell, and then you feel a lump, because that's how it happened for me. If you feel a lump on your testicle, it can be any size. It can be big, it can be small. That is one sign. And I'm not saying that a lump is always that cancer, because it isn't always cancer. It could be anything else, from like a cyst to an infection. But like I say, go to your doctor. Other symptoms include lower back pain, which I also felt. And like I say, a swelling in the testicle, because that'll be the tumour growing in it. So if you experience any of those symptoms, and you know something isn't right down there, if the testicles change shape, then don't leave it. For God's sake, please do not leave it. If you've experienced these signs for 3 weeks or more, go to your doctor. Don't go online and make a self-diagnosis, because different sites tell you different things, and that's not the way to do it. I know it's an embarrassing subject. I know it is, touchy, but I can promise you, the quicker they catch it, the quicker it's treatable. And like I say, it's probably nothing serious. Cancer is just the worst case scenario. Best case, like I said, could be a cyst or an infection, or something like that. But it's always better to be safe than sorry. So go to your doctor, and they will give you an examination. And I can't guarantee they'll tell you what it is, because when I went to the doctor told me worst case scenario is that cancer. But he told me he didn't have the equipment, to give me an answer, but he referred me to the hospital, to doctors who know more about it and can tell me. And from going to the doctors, 48 hours later, they told me what it were. And it is a surreal thing to be told when the doctor looks you directly in the eye and says that, the C word. But I was in luck. Like I said, I got it early. See, they don't faff about with stuff like this. The testicle will increase in size weekly. The size of the tumour that I had, if that was aggressive, it could have got into my bloodstream, and I don't know what, I might have had to have intensive treatment. But please, don't leave it, because if you do, it's either too late or you have to have intensive treatment done. So always go to your doctor. It's always better to be safe than sorry. And how can you check your testicles for this? Well, don't worry, I'm not going to get my ball out on this. And yeah, unfortunately I did have to have the testicle removed because that's the only thing they could have done. But the cancer that I had was called lymphoma, which isn't aggressive. So I'm glad it wasn't aggressive, and I'm grateful to be here today in good health, in good spirits. And when I had this, I took it in my stride. I wasn't going to let this destroy me, and I wasn't afraid. But that's not the case for some people. Some people, they can be scared. It is a very scary thing to go through. But how can you check? Well, first of all, what you need to do is you need to cup the testicle in your hand. Now, if you're going to examine your left testicle, you need to get your right hand and do this with it. And the testicle, you need to just gently, rotate your finger, your index finger and your middle finger and your thumb around the testicle. And if you feel anything out of the ordinary, such as a lump, a big one, well, like I just said, go to your doctor. But yeah, you need to check it like so, like that. You might feel like a little knot thing or something on the back, and then a little bit of it on the front. Those are the sperm ducts where the sperm is made. The testicle is made to store sperm. The sperm's not made in the testicle, it's made in the sperm duct. And then you repeat the process with the other hand on the other testicle. So that's how you do it. And first of all, your testicles are not equal. It's like a woman's breast. They can appear the same size, but it's not. For a man, the testicles, one can be slightly bigger than the other, and dangle lower than the other, which is normal. But if it gets way bigger, if one of them gets way bigger and swells, then there's something not right there. Your testicles should feel like a small elongated egg and not like a bump or a lump or anything. You might have a tiny lump, and like I say, it's probably nothing at all, but spotting it early makes it treatable. So let's all be clear on cancer. So yeah, that's what I wanted to get out there. Keep everyone aware, keep all men aware of this, because it's very common. Well, it's not common, but between the ages of 14 to 45, you need to check regularly. And even when you're past 45, still check regularly, because one thing I've learned about this is cancer is a horrible, evil disease that does not discriminate. And it can get you at any age, at any time. And as I've said before, we will beat it. I just wish it could be sooner rather than later. But if they can find medicines, if they can find drugs and chemo and radiotherapy to get rid of it along the way, then we got to be getting close. But all I can say is yes. Stay aware of testicular cancer. I had this ribbon done on my hand. It's the orchid ribbon for testicular cancer awareness. I have this on my hand to remind myself that I beat it and to always stay aware. I'm in remission now. I've got to go back in a few months for a CT scan, and then I'll get my results in June. And I'll do that once a year for 5 years. After 5 years, the chances of it coming back aren't zero, But the chances of it coming back, let's just say I'll have just as much of a chance of getting it as someone who's probably never had it. But it is beatable, it is curable in its early stages. So don't wait. Please. Like I say, tell someone. Go to your doctor. So yeah. So like I say, stay aware, stay alert. And I'll probably leave you with a little humour. Show you the other tattoo I had done on my ankle, which is a memorial tattoo for my testicle. I looked at the funny side of it too. I know it sounds bizarre, but I did. I looked on the bright side of it all. So yeah, take care of yourselves and check your balls. This has been on quite a long time, so if you watch to the end, thanks a lot. It means a lot. So yeah, let's all be aware of it. Not just on testicular cancer, but other cancers like breast, bowel, and other stuff where, you know. So yeah, look after yourselves. So yeah, here is the memorial tattoo I had for my testicle. It's a nut, an acorn. I wasn't going to get an actual nut to, an actual testicle, but there you can see it says R.I.P. Lefty, and underneath is 1991, which is when I was born, to 2021. So yeah, you can see. I know it's a bit faded and that, and it's probably the lighting, but there you go. So hope you like that one.